Good morning, everybody. Let's see. How are you guys doing? I'm going to see if I can grab some of that free YouTube music. Give me a second to see if I can do that on here during my, I don't know, would you guys like to see music here? Yeah, see the music. Oh my gosh, yeah. Like talk about an LSD trip or something. Um, Here's some music. I'm going to try and see if I can do. There's free music on YouTube for editing and all that stuff to use for the videos. I'm wondering if I can do that with these live streams. How to make chicken be better. No, I'm good for it now. All right. Chakras. Okay. Not getting sidetracked. No. Getting sidetracked is bad. So how have you guys been? Figure out how I can do this. Subtitles, comments, customization, audio library. Haha, I found audio library. How you been doing? Hi. Yeah, I'm just gonna see if I could play some music real quick in the background. Thought I saw a second person, but they could have popped on, popped off. Let me see if it's piano. I have no idea if you guys can hear that. That is nicely loud. Let's try something ambient. That's under like the ambient dark away. Oh, that's nice and quiet. I'd say comment, can you hear that? But I want to get a little playback. Hold on. No idea if that would mess with the feed. That is okay. Let's turn that down to ambient. Ambient music down to like an ambient volume. Okay. I can't tell if you can hear it or not because my computer's playing it, but it's in my headphones. Wonder. I'm gonna do an experiment. This may like screw up everything. I am live. I have a thingy where it tells about me being live. I'm like, yay! I'm gonna do that for a second. I'm gonna see. Come on, bear with me. Experimental. You should see me when I do. You guys get to be in the experimental process. If I can. Talk about me. Okay. Are you hearing any music? Turn on music. I'm gonna use horrible feedback. Okay, so there is no music unless I play it, which I just I don't know if I'm gonna wake other members of the household. That's my fear, is waking other members of the household. My aunt just made it in. She's gonna be there. She's gonna be there. Going to be there for my mom, but she's going to be here for my mom. It's the oddest thing is that my family comes together during death. I don't think we're descended from necromancers. I just I have to wonder. I really have to wonder where this, if we don't ever see each other, talk to each other. Well, I don't, apparently. They've all been keeping in, contact. I guess I kind of just went on to my own thing. I had to go on to my own thing, at the time. But, yeah. There's that. My mom's not dead. The thing is, I'm pretty sure my mom's going to get like on the verge of death and go, and like something's going to happen, and she's going to be like, "Oh no, just kidding, I wasn't dying." And I understand. We all understand that's not likely. But I mean, that woman is so stubborn. hospice, which is wonderful. I suggest it if you're dealing with pain management or you're dealing with end life or you're dealing with, I would definitely suggest hospice who's not associated with me. I do appreciate, their help, and I would appreciate them being there for my goddess who's doing this for my mom. The interesting thing is that we all just do whatever she wants. I know, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that when it comes to my end of life, I ain't getting everything out of it. I try to shut up if my mom's talking so we can hear her. And if she wants something, she gets it. If she doesn't want it, there we go. So, where would that be? During my life, that's never going to happen, even at the end of days. But, but my mom, she's pretty cool nowadays. Yeah, being surrounded by family is not bad. As I would ever be at home. I don't know if it's me growing or if it's my family coming together. Yeah. Okay. Are we ready for ritual? I've had enough coffee. And I probably some crap. Focused. I start with, you can do the four elements. I've cleansed with the sage already. I did that before. So I have an empty palette here in this space. Normally this is, in another room. I just rearranged my whole room. So there isn't space for the altar. The fun part is a lot of experienced people tell you you just need this or you just need that. We're doing a nice simple ritual. And the mic is better. I forget. Yeah. All right. Nice simple ritual coming up. What we're doing is we're just going to do a daily ritual. I've already cleansed the space. I've already made it, the night before. I'll probably do another video another time, but what we'll do is tell you what to expect. So I'm going to light the candle, light the incense. I have offering. I was going to grab a plate, but I have an offering to the goddess because today is going to be the focus. This morning, I want mostly goddess focus. A lot of the times I invite God and goddess into my circle and into but today is really goddess vibe right now, front and center, very forefront. Let's see, and I'll also be doing a tarot reading. You want to make sure, the reason why I'm doing this is fire safe. You burn something in here and it's not going to burn down the house. From lighting a candle, the melt point of this glass is not anywhere near that. You want to make sure you have, I have the lid that I'm going to use. Oh, no, that is not the, that's not the lid. I don't know why I thought that was the lid. I was going to say for the stuff point. I don't have to use for the stuff point when using it. This itty bitty tea light, or I can blow it out, which is controversial for most people. But I'm trying to do a nice, simple, easy beginner, so it's more versatile. It's not less potent. It's not any weaker. What it is it's a great foundational piece that you continue on throughout your whole practice, your whole life. Today, I've already written down so that you have a clear intent and it's spoken, nice, firm, and done. We're going to thank the goddess. We're going to invite the goddess in. We're going to make a circle to invite the goddess into. Then we're going to Um, invite the goddess in. So then I'm going to give thanks because I like to lead with gratitude. Then we're going to go in with an intention for the day, an intention for for the continuation. I do health, mind, body, heart, and soul. That covers a lot for me. That's a nice daily. Good health. I mean, if you have something that you're looking for in that day, it could be finances for next month. Yeah, because finances take about a month to um, blossom, grow, flourish. So if you have something of concern, something that's bothering you, it could be because you're doing it by yourself. So then you want to definitely invite divinity using it's not like you can't do things, but you can't do things by yourself and not expect to get spent. This is kind of like you're a beautiful power source. You are a wonderful amount of energy. You literally have energy radiating from you. I have energy radiating from me. So, as an energy source, I'm just going to plug in and charge and run through continuously. For me, it's easier to run through so I don't just grab energy, but course that energy through so that I don't burn out. So, I course that energy through. That's why you want to ground. I've ground a little bit last night, ground a little bit this morning, but I mean, trying to ground again before I do the ritual is important. Same thing with electricians with power sources. You want to ground the amount of electricity you're putting through this current here. You're basically a conduit. You're this wire wrapped in this. So you really want to be cautious, careful, and you really want to do a complete job. So in that complete job, you definitely want to build your circle, build protection into your circle, build it. So then I want to create today, I want inch to cover for my day, because we can do spells to cover the month, week, all these other things that come with. I want to bring in today's financial health. So that might not be me seeing money come today, but that'll definitely be me working on things towards bringing in money. So like me working on, wise one stuff. That'll what it'll do is it'll iron out all the problems that might arise. I, will have attention deficit disorder issues. I'll have kids that, as much as I love them and as much as I want to give them all the attention they need, sometimes they need more attention than I have at that time. So if I'm working, they might need less attention. There have been times where I work and it's all, "Hi, mom, hey, mom, hey, mom, hey, mom." Other times I work and they're like, "Mom, no, go away, mom. I don't want you. Go back to work, mom." I'm like, "Oh, okay." So I want to work on financial health. Also, the other thing is I want to work on a healing balm, emotionally. It doesn't totally like take care of my relationship, but what it does is it helps me as I'm doing that work to make it efficient. It's not like you don't do work. It's not like the magic does all the work for you. I wish. If that works for you, if that does that for you, because I'm saying out of the sheer population of the total complete, human population on Earth, somebody's sitting there doing a spell and the spell does all the magic for them. You're an amazing, person. Not here. Doesn't work for me like that. Um, not in the circle of people that have talked to me about their magical workings. So a lot of that is so that I can do work and have it come to fruition, have it not be broken down while I'm in the middle of doing it. Because a lot of times, growing up, the work I put out there is like this mandala. and where they sit there and they put grain by grain of sand, colored sand, and make these beautiful pictures, in monasteries, and then like the wind comes and it just blows it all away. I mean, you could have been sitting there working on it for months and still not be done, and like something can come and just wipe the whole thing away. Sheer frustration, but it is as it should be. And that kind of are the feelings that you have to deal with. So, breathe. Alright, so I'm going to make a circle. Get into the mentality, calm down, ground, focus. It's really a different essence. Ready? Power of fire. I'm going to start with fire. You usually want to start with air. I don't have a representation of air, but yeah, we're going to face the east. And I'm not doing 4 candles and all that. I'll explain later. Right now we're getting into ritual. Okay, so guard tower of the east, element of air. I invite thee. Guard tower of the south, element of fire. I invite thee. Guard tower of the west, element of water. I invite thee. Guard tower of the north, element of earth. I invite thee. Okay. I'll explain more later, but here we have this. Okay, we're going to do, oops, not that one. This one. Alright. Save gas. There is, I would think that these aren't dry enough to continue. Okay. Guard tower of the east, element of air. I invoke thee. Guard tower of the south, element of fire. I invoke thee. Guard tower of the west, element of water. I invoke thee. Guard tower of the north, element of earth. I invoke thee. Okay. This is what guard tower of the east, element of air. I invoke thee. Guard tower of the west, guard tower of the south, element of fire. I invoke thee. Guard tower of the south, west, element of water. I invoke thee. Guard tower of the north, element of earth. I invoke thee. Nothing allowed. Guard tower of the east, element of air. I command thee. Guard tower of the south, element of fire. I command thee. Guard tower of the west, element of water. I command thee. Guard tower of the north, element of earth. I command thee. Okay, and then in the circle, you want to draw protection. What was, what is, what will be. Protect the inner circle. coming at us. Yeah. I invoke thee to hear me in this daily prayer. I have for you water, food, that you share with me as I thank thee for all that you have done and given us, as that you continue to help us, do with us. Today, I'd like to discuss continuation of good health, mind, body, heart, and soul. May you continue to grant us health, mind, body, heart, and soul. Continue to give us health, mind, body, heart, and soul. I know whatever. Alright. You know what, I have it here, so we're going to had it. No, I have it here. Where did it go? There. I love to use coin. Probably because I'm just old fashioned. Okay. Card will work. This is quarter. With this quarter, I grant a sacrifice. May it grow and prosper and return threefold. Our financial wealth, our financial stability, and our financial health. Okay. Nice short, Oh, that smells so good. I hope it doesn't matter. So, my intention is to make an emotional healing balm or potion, healing essence of some sort. I believe today will reveal in what form it will be. Guide these actions, empower these actions, bring these actions to fruition, as I go about these actions with full intent. May they bring the intent of what they're for. So no tip here. This was, well, alright, so now we're going to go in reverse. You can hear me because I've got the mic. Alright, to the guard tower of the north, element of earth, I release thee to do as we've commanded, invoked, and requested, and return upon once the quest is finished. And to the to the guard tower of the west, element of water, I release thee to go do as the circle is intended, and to come back once quest is finished. Guard tower of the east, south. Okay, guard tower of the south, element of fire, I release thee to do as we have commanded and instructed within our circle, and to return once it is finished. Guard tower of the east, element of air, I release thee to do as we have done, as we have spoken, and we have commanded within this circle, on this day, within this time, that is not time, release thee to go about and complete task, and then come back once it's finished. And full circle. So releasing the circle is important. And then you do, Alright, so this is like in Athens. This is my Athens. So you're like, it's not a pretty special little thing or item. It's like in all those pretty books about what you do with an Athens. This one simply is not used for anything except magical work. It's sort of like you don't use sewing scissors for anything except sewing. Okay, so a lot of people are like, oh, you have to have this and you have to have that in order to make it. If you want to strive for that, and that's something that you mainly feel like you have to do, then do it. But does it have to be done because somebody told you it has to be that way? No. The fun thing about, I believe, our ancestors did is that they had everyday items that they would have around the house, and they came and they brought them to a spot of, that they cleansed and empowered, and they cleansed the tools that they used, and then the everyday tools into what they needed. So it's tools of their life. Cauldrons weren't just these cute, adorable little witch cauldrons. They were, every single person had a cauldron of some sort that they all cooked their food in. So if you use a pot or pan, cleanse it, bring it in, nobody's going to be the wiser, especially if you're in the closet. Like right now, I have no idea how my aunt feels about, or, my uncle doesn't say anything. But, they have that fear that witchcraft is a bad thing. Just like Christianity can do stupid things. Witchcraft can do stupid things, but the point is to try to do good things. Love the good things. Do the good things. So the tools that I have an altar over at the other house. My house. It's kind of wishy-washy. Sometimes they'll say it's my house too. Other times they'll say, well, you don't seem to, appreciate it, so it's not your house. I'm like, okay. So, I don't know. Going on a vagabond kind of way of life, but that's my address. Living with him, that's my address. Yeah. That's the thing, is it should be a simple question. What's your name? Where do you live? Kind of thing. And I guard those. Like, my name is sacred. And the same, point that I hate my name sometimes. My name is sacred. Where you live. I mean, where these things that we take for granted. And I realize humans didn't always have that. We didn't always do that. That's not the most natural thing in this world. I'm looking at going on, kind of an adventure. So it's nice to have a pivot point or a place, to call home or have a permanent address. Figure out how to do the shop, the studio. Okay, so let's do he's not my brother-in-law, but he's, alright. So we've had this discussion that if you shuffle cards 7 times in a row, you'll get probability, it'll be different than any other sequence you've ever done before, due to the law of probability. Okay, so shuffle. That was a horrible shuffle. Let's do that again. I shuffle my cards. I have no idea. There's certain things with tarot that I have no idea, that I've been trying to trying to apprentice under somebody or something. Because, like, I can pick out cards, I can ask a question, and they are extremely accurate. And I've been doing this for a while, and it's been extremely accurate. It's disturbingly scary and awesome all at the same time. But it's really weird. There was this. I don't know if I told you guys this before, but there was this. All right, so we're going for round two. This card game that I had at a party, and it was a whole bunch of, like, not the tarot cards, but the positive cards or something, some sort of like tuition cards or something. Anyways, they were like, yeah, we're gonna pick them out and talk about them. And then we did it again. Everybody else got different cards when they did it again. I got the same exact card. It was well shuffled. I'm like, maybe something happened. Maybe it wasn't as well shuffled. Maybe I just, maybe there's something different on the card and I just subconsciously picked it up. All right, we're going on three. We're not going on three. We're going for a third shuffle. And, it's just the amount of coincidences in my life, and especially when it comes to cards, gets freakier and freakier and freakier. Like, okay, so damn, I'm good at it. Yes, even when you're good at it, you need to practice and continue doing it. But the thing is, there's some things I don't know about doing it for strangers. I haven't charged anybody for a reading. Okay, on a fourth shuffle. And it's because I don't know, like, when it comes to in the professional realm. I mean, I've got my website up too. I can put a link down to my Fiverr.com where, I go as Rune Bell because I love runes. I'm doing a tarot thing. I love runes. I'm probably not very good at them, which just means I need to practice and practice and practice. I don't know where my rune set went. Pretty sure my daughter went and I'm like, okay. So there's the fifth one. I think it's the fifth one. Yeah. There's the sixth one. So, but I'm not one for tarot at first because I was like, well, there's not as much variety with them. You can't do, they only go up and down. So much to interpret a rune cast. Here's our seventh shuffle. Like, you just kind of do it. So if you have a question, my one participant, you can go ahead and put in the comments and I will answer it. It's free. Don't worry. I'm going to do one cards. Since you're the only person who devotes, I can do three if you want. 3 card draw. Alright, so I'm going to grab this. If you want to ask a question, you can totally ask a question in the comments. As you're like, my hands are full of soap or my hands are busy and the device I'm watching is clear across the whole room. I'm a little busy right now. No, I don't want to ask any questions. Nothing's curious. Alright, so I have done, not professionally, I haven't been paid for it by anybody. But, yeah, I have answered. I went and I did the biggest, 12 card cast my very first time and read it the best I could with the book. And she's like, wow, that's accurate. I was like, just to make sure, I went and I shuffled that sucker for at least a minute, 3 minutes. It was a long time. That sucker just kept going. As I kept shuffling, continued to shuffle forever and a day. And I did it again. And 9 out of those 12 cards, I mean, you get like more than 52 cards. You get like, how many cards are there in a deck? There's high and lower, you got your high cards, your low cards, you get your ones that are like the 52 deck. Then you've got this whole like 15 cards or something like that. 15, 16, 18. I should know what it is. Apparently, now when I didn't prepare a script, so there's probably 20, yeah, 20 hierarchy codes. Let me see, out of the book, just in case you have questions about the book. Okay, let me see. This one is minor arcana. Arcana. Yeah, minor arcana something. Major arcana. 21. 21 cards, and then you have like 52 cards, so that's like 73 cards. So you have 73 cards to work with, and when 9 out of 12 pop up in the same direction, mind you, and I mean as shuffled, so there should be, they should switch at least, from in a tarot card, you have like where it's facing you. Like the first question was like, if it's facing me looking up, or is it facing the person who's having the question? But no, it's facing me. It's right side up, so, or upside down, reversed, as it's termed. You don't have a question. That's okay, not to have a question. We'll just do a general one. All right, I split the deck. All right, and we have reflections, page of cups. Yeah, I've been doing it for a while, and yeah, I still read it. I mean, like, I'm scared that I'm going to. It's not 7 o'clock. Okay, hold on. Okay, I'll wake them up at 8 because they went to sleep about midnight. And my aunt was here, so she's staying here now. So we're talking like about 11, maybe almost 11. So about 10:30ish, between 10:30 and 11, we just went to bed. And the kids stayed up till midnight. So technically slept like for some hours. 4 hours. We'll see how that goes. Feel good now, but come later on the day if I don't get a nap. I don't know. I'm trying to have better stamina. Okay, so yeah, I'm scared that I'm gonna screw up. So I brought the book not because I don't do very well with this, but because it seems like in front of the camera, some stuff just turns off. Like I'm a very, smarter than this. I have better experience than this. I've done things better than this. The camera, just some things turn off, and until I can get more comfortable with you guys, it's like, so like my sister watches. Hi, sis. Sometimes. And, like here. So I bet you don't want to come off as judgy or anything. But I mean, it wouldn't be family if I didn't feel like, oh, she's gonna judge me, and I'm going to do things according to how I think she would judge. It just means that I think about you and that you're important to me, that I care about what you say. But, whether I should or shouldn't is irrelevant until I can come to that point where, yeah, the 2 cups. And this is right side up, so it's the divination meeting. Oh, this one's the whole page. So let's see if we can cut this down. This is just a general, tarot for today. Yeah, the thing is, I've never charged money because, like, there's things that I don't know. That's why I wanted to watch other people do it, like tarot readings. And then, before I charge money for it, it's like, do you ask them to ask the question out loud? I know you have to at least get the subject, whether it's about love, whether it's about money, whether it's about, health. You gotta understand this is mostly for entertainment. No matter how weird and scary and accurate this is, it's still for entertainment means. Okay. Page of Cups represents the first impulse of the element of water. Woo! A initial development of the capacity of feeling and intuition. The pool he goes into represents the soul reflection. Ooh, you guys probably want to see this. This gorgeous artwork. I want to get a. You ever see those people that put their hands behind the products that they're trying to show? I'm like that. So I'm gonna build like a fan or something that I just like put up and like cute little green screeny kind of fan thing. I'll invent one of those things, make them super cheap, and have people, that way the light can't, sit there. Look at this, and their hand is there, and as much as you have beautiful hand model people, I'm sure that's not what I want to see. That comes forefront to my mind instead of the product they're showing. I don't want that. I want to enjoy what the people are trying to convey. It shouldn't bother me, but it does. Anyway, so I'm just going to invent something and make it readily available. I think what we're going to do is work on that after the quilting, after today's quilting. So we'll work on that with the cardboard. Is a, little cardboard. Hey, look, this product, with your film gear, with your, just have that. See if I can make it available to other YouTubers, probably for free at first, and then like, hey, promotionally, here, buy this. Make it like simple, easy to sell, make it affordable, make it light enough to ship. Is one of you's gonna beat me to it, aren't you? Still make it so that I can't sell it, because I'm just, ooh, I'm gonna be like, here, I said it first. I've got this video, because I will. All right, because I want people to be able to do it, but I don't want it to be like, no, you can't do it. So it'll be an interesting marketing thing. And there'll be different ways of solving that too. Anyways, the pool reflection opposite of the action and leads down to the making contact with the same muse or anima. That font is hard to read with low light. Should we turn on more lights? We should turn on more lights today because I'm blind and I'm old. I'm not 40 yet, but I'm old. Like, decided that, alright. I know what I'm doing. Oh, look at this. I can read this. Reflections. Anima. Anima? Anemia? Anemia? This card heralds a time of great perception and awareness, a time of spiritual development and understanding. The salmon. I just want to say salmon because it's SALMON of wisdom may be telling you to wake up your mind if you have been irresolute, indecisive, can mean you are achieving nothing and getting frustrated and angry with yourself for taking it out on others. And taking it out on others, not for taking it out on others. On a personal level, this card is telling you that a hurt in the past damaged your self-esteem and self-confidence. You've been through a period of withdrawal and self preoccupation, you are now learning the value of yourself again and getting to feel capable of loving once more. It's only by recognizing your own value that your true love with another can be established. Rather than treating the other as a separate person, the relationship is doomed to failure. Doomed to failure. This card heralds a new relationship or a new level of an existing relationship. Spiritually, passive meditation will prove to be the most benefit to you at the moment. You have been hurt. You have been badly hurt, and this has left scars. You need to learn to be at peace with yourself. It is not the time to join a group or perform rituals. I just performed a ritual this morning. But no, you've performed those rituals, those types of rituals that I did this morning as a norm. Making a sacred circle, communicating with your goddess on a daily basis, or God, or divination is essential to any practice, every practice, and a type of thing that goes beyond just witchcraft practice. If you do it every day, daily prayers before going to bed, getting up, those kind of things, prayers with the dawns, prayers with the dusk. So these things are the things that build you and build foundation. So it'd be like not the time to do a big ritual. So, big high magic ritual. That was not a high magic ritual. When badly hurt and this left scars. A court card often indicates the entrance of a person into your life, a friend or an acquaintance who proves important. Okay. You think that my aunt just came in. Okay. Entrance of a friend into your life, a friend or an acquaintance who proves important. The Page of Cups is intense young man or woman who carefully controlled exterior masks the volcano of emotion from that lie within. It's difficult to really know the Page. He does not let his feelings show, and is very suspicious of other people's motivation. He doesn't like to let anyone get close. He never forgets a kindness or an injury, and will reward or punish accordingly, with a ruthless determination. Sounds like my family. The Page is a philosophical young person, interested in religion and fundamental questions of life and death, but his views are his own and influenced by no one. He does not care what others think of him and ask for his opinion. He will give it, and with brutal honesty, not caring if he hurts your feelings. So yeah, if you look at these things, yeah, that's like that first part. I'm like, I just had that conversation in the car. But yeah, the Monday conversation came and went, and yeah, it was rather interesting. And sorry you got I had not confessed that first part was, yeah, the conversation in the car. Kind of like, yeah. So it can also apply to you guys if you have a question. So that's just a general one. I like to shuffle at least 3 times before I put the cards back. I can do more cards if there were more people asking more questions, or if you just want to ask a question. It's not bad though. Yeah. Sometimes, most of the time, I just skim through and I'm like, okay, it's to love. Let's find to love. And I read it. I'm trying to read the whole thing and making myself slow down to read the whole thing and to stay focused and to stay. It's like reading it all new again sometimes, because you get a different perspective. You get where it pertains to a whole new situation. It's it's intriguing, the way I just look at something like, I've done this 100,000 times. It feels brand new. Probably had a seizure or something in my head. And, but yeah, I'm probably going to do that a lot more. It gets, gets pretty good. Hmm. I hope that doesn't bother my mom. My mom doesn't like smoke association. It's a trigger to her abuse. But I love it. I love campfire smoke. I love incense smoke. I love, there's kind of awe-inspiring feeling. Oh, the awe-inspiring feeling. But yeah, that's pretty much how that went with attention deficit disorder. Like going, wee, that took longer than I intended. Okay, so happiness. Yeah, happiness is, I want to say it's a peaceful feeling, even when you're not at peace, or that you're at peace even when you're not in a peaceful situation. I mean, happiness to me, you know, is being able to enjoy a moment. Not the yippee yapper happy. I hate the yippee yappy happy. I'm uncomfortable with the yippee yappy happy. And as a control freak, I try to avoid the yippee yappy happy feeling, like when you're overexcited and you're like, yay, yay, yay. I hate that. Yeah, it's not something I enjoy. Um, yeah, with a lot of things that really feel happy is something that lasts, or something that kind of moment of happiness and that kind of being at peace, that kind of thing will last longer. And, you just, that click, that the whole world feels right, that's a type of happiness to me. A type of just like awe-inspiring love, that's a type of happiness to me. And, no matter the outside, the external environment that I'm in, I strive towards, the internal happiness that can be that I can choose to be happy. Where I have the decision to be happy, the perspective to gain the perspective that allows me to be happy. That kind of just happy. No wonder my mom's got the humidifier going up upstairs. Between this one, just the dry environment, we have a humidifier in one room. But the fun part is we're in a basement. So he took the humidifier breeder upstairs for, I want to see how much humidity was in the room. I just got the humidifier going. So I have no idea how dry it is down here. Oh, yeah. People are like, there's all this stuff. And I'm like, I love the fact that witchcraft, I love the fact that all this tarot reading is in this cloak of like supernatural. And at the same time, I'm like, oh, that does so much, you can think the worst of these things. It's just normal, everyday stuff. I mean, psychics, a good portion of psychics are just human beings. And to say there's no such thing as psychics. How long? Could you hear me through most of that? Sometimes I figure out. Okay, so editing is something I have to figure out. So, we're on Tuesday, so it's Taco Tuesday. I'm probably going to make beans this morning. Uh, rice this afternoon, or chicken this afternoon and rice this evening. Let's figure out which one takes longer to cook. Um, the one that takes longer to cook will be this afternoon. The one that takes the longest to cook will be this morning. So beans, rice, and thinking chicken or tofu. Tofu won't take long. So if I cook tofu tacos today, so we have tofu. I want to cook that up. And I've had lunch meat. I have all this other meat, and the chicken is frozen. It'll last another week or two. It'll probably last a lot longer than that, but because it's frozen. But individually frozen, not wrapped, but individually like flash frozen something. It's affordable and it's boneless, skinless. So just throw that sucker on. I miss grilling. I want to grill. I want to grill my tofu because I'm a weirdo. I'm crazy. So Taco Tuesday, it's get rid of the decision fatigue. I know that I want Tuesdays. It's not like it's just easier to go with. You don't have to stick with it. I usually go Mexican inspired food on a Tuesday because it's Taco Tuesday. It was outvoted to me by my family. Taco Tuesday. Not so much a vote as it was an enthusiastic Taco Tuesday, sing and dance, Taco, Taco, Taco Tuesday. So I just go with tacos on Tuesday, you know. So that's the affordable thing that I go and do. So sometimes on the weekends, probably this weekend, if I don't pick up tortillas, I want to make homemade tortillas. It's better to have them fresh. That would be fantastic. But my gosh, quite the obsession of making tortillas. And it is a lot of work. So it would have to be an afternoon action where the kids would have to be involved, and I'd try to keep their attention in. So if you guys want to join me this weekend, I'll make tortillas for next Tuesday. I've got store-bought tortillas this week, and probably won't use all of them, but I'd like to make some chips and stuff, so you can make like not like nachos, not like a grande, you know, but nacho bel grande, but just some, because I love Mexican food. I love, or Mexican inspired food. I don't think I've had Mexican food. I maybe had enchiladas, or no, what was it that I had? Tamales. I had tamales. I think I had tamales. Something from somebody who I think was either born in Mexico or their parents were born in Mexico. So, and then I've had somebody else's tamale. Yeah, no, I've had tamales from somebody born in Mexico that's lived in the United States. So it's like Mexican. Yeah. So yeah, I can say it's Mexican. Not that it matters in any other part of the world where you're from, and then you're into this, but you're like, this is, yeah, but this is melting pot. Or a bit of stone soup. My mom asked for stone soup yesterday, or talked about, or asked for stone soup. I'm like, I don't think I have that. Where would I get that many people to make stone soup? I mean, stone soup that would be awesome. After this, I want to say a year after we know, like, everybody's inoculated, like the big ass majority of people are inoculated in the population, maybe a year, we might have a get together and have stone soup. That sounds really, really good. Talk about your potluck. It's where stone soup, if anybody's ever heard the story, it's this whole town. I'm not gonna tear up because like when people act so humane and build an awesome thing, I tear up, especially a lot lately without the kids around, without my two oldest kids around, where this town was pretty much on the brink of starvation. They didn't have a lot, and so what they did was they all got together when this one lady was sitting there They smelled what this one lady was cooking in a big old, it's back in the days where they had cauldrons. So she put a stone in, a little bit of salt, a couple of herbs, enough to get that aroma going. So she's cooking this in the middle of her yard, out in, which was a norm thing to do. And they cooked and they got them all going, and the town's like, "Hey, what are you cooking? We're all starving. What's going on? Do you have enough for us?" "Oh yeah. Do you have any potatoes? And if you bring me some potatoes, we'll definitely have enough soup." That's generally how the story goes. It's been since I was a kid. So when I was a kid, I filtered things differently. So we're gonna have to look up stone soup, and so it went, and they brought the potatoes, and they were all excited. It's like, all right, it'll take a minute, it's still cooking. And then the next person came back. "Oh, that smells so good. Do you have enough?" "Well, if you have maybe some onions, I'll have some. Maybe if you put in an onion, I'll be able to make enough for everybody, for all of us." And so they brought in some onions, and then another neighbor who, grew like something, and then like the butcher brought in just a little bit, like a little chunk shoulder of ham or something, just one little piece, and contributed. And by the time they got done with this soup, this stone soup, it was enough to feed the whole town. I'm like, oh, that's so sweet. It's like, yeah, but it was just everybody, it was basically everybody brought something to the potluck, but instead of the potluck, it was, thrown into the pot and fed everybody. And then everybody had some soup and they were full, and it helped them survive starving so that they didn't go to starvation. Um, I'm just like, oh, that's so sweet when people work together and good things happen, and, for the good of all. Like, no. But I think we should do some. That'll probably be, yeah, next year, because I don't want to do a gathering. And I don't want to do a gathering as soon as everybody's inoculated. I don't want to do a gathering as soon as they're like, "Oh, look at the all-time lows on who's positive or who's dying on COVID." So we want to wait some time with this. But that'll be, special, something special to look forward to. Stone soup. I do. I would love to get together with some people for stone soup. That would be fun, because then you don't just share food. You share stories. You share experiences. You share, love between neighbors and people, and it's a good story. It's good. I probably read more into it because I'm an overthinker than most people. But yeah, stone soup is a wonderful thing to do. All right, so let's talk about tomorrow's video. Tomorrow will be a Wednesday. All right, so that was Tuesday, Tuesday. My eyes always look weird. Okay. Let's see. We did that. I did not do current events again, so we can do Wednesday. We will set up about stone soup, reread it, and maybe I'll read it. Okay, and then we'll do tarot reading. Probably do like one card reading and make it last a lot shorter as a norm in here. I'm not sure, unless you guys comment or let me know that you want um, more like rituals, daily rituals, or more about the fun stuff about witchcraft. But, I'll do more of that. You guys seem to really want dishes, so I'm gonna see if I can do some dishes, more videos on dishes. But tomorrow's reading. All right. So we talked about happiness. Speaking with the diaphragm exercises, I looked those up. So we can do those exercises tomorrow. On this thing, not just I do the exercises. I did exercises yesterday, and I did exercises. I didn't do exercises this morning for diaphragm. I did grounding because I needed to ground. Exercise, uh, diaphragm, diaphragm. That is probably not how you spell it. Exercise diaphragm. Yeah, speaking. Okay, speaking with the diaphragm. This apparently really pronunciate. Trying to get my voice to project. I like my voice when I use the diaphragm. It's more low. It's authoritative. It's what we like. But because I use the diaphragm a lot when I have a sore throat. People are like, "I love the way you talk." I have a sore throat, and you love the way I talk. No, it's because I push with the diaphragm so that it eases whether or not I speak on the throat. Because you can tell the difference right now. Because I have the dry air, the throat from the dry air. Right now that I'm pushing the diaphragm and you can tell the difference, and I want that to be a norm. My everyday talk with the diaphragm. I believe that would make these videos more enjoyable. Plus, I'm going to be more professional in these videos. That means I'm going to do more editing. I was going to edit last night, but I chose family time over editing. Hey, when I have limited family time, I will take it. So tomorrow we will discuss about the story of Stone Soup. We'll discuss, the story. Look at making plans for doing Stone Soup. You know, Stone Soup plans because it'll be a far off plan, and where I don't have to do all the details, but I'll know, hey, I want to get people together for Stone Soup. So I'll put in an event someplace, probably to my local people on like social media, like Facebook. Um, I really want to start adhering Wise One stuff. So this show I'm going to revamp. I've got all these. So that means like all these watch hours. Okay. Might go away. But it's worth it. It's not like it won't, unless they change their requirements. It's not like I won't stop making stuff. This will be more towards Wise One, more towards the studio, more towards the church, more towards the all this other stuff. I'm gonna go with church. It's familiar. Like, I guess I could say Coven. Coven might be more comfortable because I don't want Christians going in for a Christian experience and going, "This has nothing to do with Christianity or Catholicism or something." And we'll just go with Coven. All right, more of the Coven, more of the recycling, the arts, the crafts, the witchcraft arts, the all that kind of Wise One stuff. Yeah, we'll do more of those. The cleaning, the how the pertain like Martha Stewart did all these recipes and all this. She's got this whole cultured like product line of household goods and things, and all she had to know of was like a cooking show, like a homemaker's thing. And I'm trying to think like a brand and a culture, so I'm gonna probably try and got the thought? Okay. I don't think it's gonna work yet. Okay, so then there's like way more people in this house, so no, he's not going to work this week. Yeah, it's a holiday week, so we are all good. Yeah, a brand, a way of like everyday life, like scrapbooking, something, we should definitely look at scrapbooking this year. I still, still working on making a gift for my oldest daughter, which would be the pictures and stuff, because she keeps asking for school. So if I do, I've got like a ton of people on this side of the family. And yeah, no, I can do more things that I haven't been able to do before. So work on living a better life. How that's going to work into this whole wise one thing. So we're going to go from, holy crap, you're a crazy ass Lynn. Like, trust me, my partner was all like, your show is all about crazy. And I don't mean like that one YouTuber that you like that's crazy. I'm talking about the whole world is, you know, terrible kind of crazy. You know, you against the whole, how bad the world is. Like, it could have that sense. I mean, especially if it's edited, especially if I have that. So that's not something I like. I could definitely, if that's something you like, I'm going to make a whole nother channel where I vent. Because to say that that part of anonymity doesn't exist within me will make it exist tenfold over with something that doesn't appropriately fit. So yes, I have stuff I need to vent about, but no, I don't want it on this channel. So this will be, I'm going to clean up this channel. Um, and today felt really good that I made a list of, I'm going to do this, this, and this for tomorrow's video. And so that's what I'm going to start doing in this videos. Our coffee with Karen is we're going to, let me see if I can put in a structure of how coffee with Karen's will go. And then I'll finish till the trip with doing, right now the vlogging series is going to be the big thing that I do every morning. I'm going to try to, let's put some structure here on coffee with Karen. Okay, so we'll start with, it'll be at 6 a.m. 6 a.m. will be a structure, like 6 a.m. I'll start. That'll be my, job. We'll make a job. We'll organize this. This will empower this whole channel. Okay, so wise one. Okay, so we'll structure with, we'll put our greetings. I'm going to see if I can get some of that music to play. So we'll do with greetings. Where I'll probably iterate with what this video is about. This video is, and then, what the video is for that day. So what you expect, that's a lot of structure that most films have. I find it annoying, but it's necessary to build an expectation, and then to meet that expectation, you get a lot farther. And believing in myself more, I'm finding that I'm filling a lot more expectations, especially that I have of myself. It's very empowering. Okay, so greeting, what this video is, you know, since, and then, so what to expect, what we're going to cover in the video. Then, let's see what happened maybe in previous video, maybe a small, like 1 minute worth of review of previous videos. Maybe a minute of review of where we are, how we're getting. See, I might do like an intro video and refer to it in my live chats. Can you put cards in on your live chats? Can you? Which way? Yeah, what's this? That's probably send feedback. Is there anything you can, where the world can you edit? What is edit? Huh. If I hit the edit button in the middle of a live stream, what does that do? Details. Talk about details. Can you edit? Oh, there's playlist, audience, video, paid stuff. I'd love to hook on with Patreon to make this more of a, thing. Enable show mode. What is show mode? Seconds between messages, 60. What is enable? Let's click on this. This shows your live chat by requiring that participants wait a certain amount of time between posting messages. The live, you guys are not as much with the chatting on the, on the comment section. I get all, you guys comment enough to get me all like, oh my gosh, I got a comment. Let me reply right away. When I see it. So, I'm not having a problem with you guys in live chat. Allow live chat to replay. Do I want to? I don't think I've let that. So we're going to cancel this. So the edit seems like I was still going on. Welcome to live chat reminders. But it's not like I can add pop out chat toggle timestamp. Let's put a timestamp in here. I don't know. So there's mic things. What's this? Isn't this like the forward button? Ooh, share live stream. So I can share on Facebook, Twitter. Yeah, Reddit. They're like, I don't know who this person is. But yeah. Oh, so like me saying that I can put in the description, I can pop in that room thing right there before I forget. Let's go into Fiverr.com, selling dashboard. Let's put that link in right now. Active orders. I have no orders. Maybe I should promote this. Refer and get up to $100. If I refer you guys, can I get up to $100? Because I would love to get an editor from Fiverr.com. But like, people, I want to help me get an editor so that the content could be more enjoyable. So my channel can improve, so you can enjoy the improvements. Okay, so we go into dashboard, messages, orders, gigs, community, more. Where is like my link so that I can just put, oh, okay, social media, Vimeo. I have no idea what Vimeo is. Twitter. I have Twitter. Don't know if I have Twitter as Wise One, but I'm thinking I should get like an account on Wise One for like all this stuff. Dribble. Intriguing. Inbox. Nope. Should be. Let's get this. Buyer, sale, business, learn, online courses, contracts. Okay, intriguing. I still don't make no money. Here. It's Facebook. Link, social networks. There's no GitHub, Stack Overflow, Twitter. There's still no. Let's see. Let's click on this. Is there a view public mode, active gigs? I need to put on more gigs. Set availability. Probably earn badges, description, edit description, languages, add now, linked accounts, skills, education, certificates. View. I'm online. Save to my first list. Yes, I am on my preview public mode. Is there a link? I just want to share a link. It's like, here, you can share this on Facebook or Google, which I did. Alright, contact me. Get a quote. Public mode, true. No, that is programming and tech. I don't know. Do you put all this magical stuff with the fact that I code? If I put in coding and it doesn't, like, would it be like I have to put in, hey, I can do your Witchcraft website, or does it have to be like, I can just make you a website? Online coding lessons, cyber data, other web programming, or game development. I plan on doing some game development with Roblox. I had this inspiration. Switch to selling. Okay. Active orders. Log out. Find. I don't know. Let's go back in here. See if I can find you know, report. You can report yourself. No, awesome. What, like, is that like if you get hacked? Psychic and spirituality, and I go into computer programming, into spiritual. Like, it's spiritual programming. Alright, graphics design, digital marketing. What if that's what happens if I open this, paste and go to, okay. What happens if I do that? Raising dinner. No, that's the wrong. Nope, let's see what happens. I want to put my link in. So it's copy. Copy. Let's open one and pop it in there. No, you don't want the seller dashboard. You want, how do I, alright, let's just ask, negotiate. Okay. The, how to copy page link from Fiverr. See what really pops up on a search engine, Fiverr.com. Put in certain short URLs. Find the short URL of your Fiverr gig. Easy. No, I don't want to watch a whole video. I want to, but I mean, I don't want to. I'm in the middle of making a video. Sharing Fiverr profile link. How to get creating your account, affiliated links and pixels. Choosing marketing tools. Press to payments. Creating your account. I love how I'm doing this all myself because I can't afford to pay people to do this. Like, here, I want to start a business. Right now, I have no way to pay, anybody to do the website, to do that. And I still want to raise my kids. Like, I'm doing this from home so I can raise my kids. But, all that attention goes to, I have nobody to market for me. I have nobody to make, social media links. I have nobody to send off for shipping. I have nobody to write affiliate links and pixels. How to create your unique, add extra parameters, and set up your pixels. I don't want to set up pixels right now. Creating tracking links. I don't want affiliates. I just want to figure out my link. Let's go back into here. How to select right copywriting gig. Fiverr Education Center. Alright, I will do this sometime later because it looks like I have to watch a video and you don't want to watch a video. You don't want to watch me watch a video, though those are cool reactions on how to get a whole business set up, going, and from nothing. Like, I have like less than nothing in my account. I owe the bank in order to start this. And it's not like, if I keep going, if I keep trying to make money, then eventually I will make the money. The question is, that has drawn a lot of anxiety, is how do I make money where I'm so far in debt that I don't push myself further in debt by being in debt. So that's the fun thing, is I'm going to figure out some stuff. Yeah, I'll figure it out. I think what I'm going to do is, since I want to like crochet, sew, and do arts and crafts, and I do the tarot, figure out how to promote the tarot so that I can, one will work towards debt, one will work towards building income and building the business. So the business should, the arts and crafts stuff should go towards arts and crafts, generating that business and generating that into, because right now I have nothing. So I can't go, so it has to be with the supplies that I have. So as soon as I run out of glue sticks, I'm out of glue sticks. My my dad's helping invest and my partner is helping invest. So they'll buy something like this and that, but I need to get sponsors. And I look at my smile and I go, yeah, I don't see me going and getting sponsors. I need a face for the company. I have to be the face of the company. It's sort of like how music writers have to promote their music in order to have awesome people sing their music. Like, um, yeah, no, who do I get to sing my songs? Who do I get to, be the face of a good business? Well, like, people aren't going to like crazy me. I realize, all right, so I have to be the part of me that I like, crazy or not. I have to grow that, accentuate that, put that up front and center and see how well that does for the business. Yeah, for the store. Yeah, a couple of stores. I gotta figure out how to get those going because right now it's like trying to get product, trying to get the store thing going, trying to get working on the store, Etsy, and all the other store, shops online because especially during COVID, I'm not going out there. I'm not a real brick and mortar place, but I have to have like and then store stuff, package stuff, ship stuff, and like on top of the fact that I'm being haunted that if I don't write my stories down that are in my head, it comes out like not the way stories should come out. My overactive imagination becomes overactive instead of just an imaginative thing and you sit there and write it. I have to write. It's something that it has to come out. Whether or not I like it, whether or not it's, it has to come out. It's, story writing has to come out. I still have to have time because I want to learn about herbal medicine. I still want to learn about other shamanistic things because being a licensed non-denominational minister, I do want to pursue that more. And it's been sitting in the back burner, and that's just, it's helping nobody. I want to help people and helping less people by not helping anybody. So so I've got that, and I want to learn martial arts and have a dojo. So that's something that's way in the back burner. So the first things first, learn get the craft going. And if I do witchcraft with it, so if I make it a witchcraft thing, like those people with those new age stores or have those witchcraft stores, um, where it's inclusive, it doesn't mean like you can't, if you're Christian, I want to be able to have like, oh, here's some angels for you if you're into angels products. Here's some, stuff that's just spiritual rather than, not religious. I want to have it so it's inclusive. I mean, even if you're a Muslim or something, uh, I want to learn more about other cultures and other religions so that I can include, all those in there without being untrue to it. I mean, except in this Sleeping Tiger. I mean, people love the Sleeping Tiger. The store. That place is awesome. It has something for everybody. I want it to be inclusive. So even if I do this with spiritual stuff, and I still have to do minister stuff. So the question is, what is priority? And then I have a whole nother interest. Like, that's very me. That I love. And I mean, I love, and it's great for me. And I'm thinking that'll bring a lot of money. The thing is, that is very time consuming. And it's not something that's meant for the rest of my life, or for the rest of the things going on in my life. Like, I love, it's just like, I've taken on this whole other interest. You're looking at me weird, and I'm looking at me weird. Really, like, you're what? and that's not something I want to advertise or promote. So that's not something, that would be something if I went back into this video, I would edit out. So it's somewhere around 128, 127, 128, and then I've been on here for way too long. That is going to hurt. It's already the headache, till I, but let's see here. What do I want to do? Oh, I was putting together structures. Video structures, and I went off. So if I put it down more organized, I will have less attention deficit disorder moments, like going on a tangent, like, look, this company, this building, this thing that I want to do. So I have to pick one, write down all the stuff I want to do. Pick one, make it a priority, make everything revolve around that one. Oh, my ink pad bled. No, I sat there and played with it. That's what it was. Sit there and pew, pew, pew. I love creative people. You should see, when you see people that walk around, either funky, they're either have never learned, like they can't learn, or they haven't learned how to be a norm, or they aren't a normal person. I am one of those non-normal people. That's another thing that I still have to beat stigma of, oh, you have to be a normal person in order to be successful at business. I'm like, how do I address this to you? And nope, I am not normal. Alright, so something more professional. Alright, so love the background. So if this is like a background noise so far, so we're going to get rid of me blabbing on and having a background channel. So if you subscribed just to hear somebody sitting there blabber, and turn on Coffee with Caren into something. So we'll do reading, tarot reading. Alright. Okay. Tarot reading. In our videos, we'll structure tarot reading in our videos. Then we'll structure current events. We're going to do that. I haven't been on current events. I just know that they're all sloppy and like, here, I want a sum up day. What would be, here's the COVID, here's the, here's what the vaccine's all about, here's all that, they're like, it's going to come out, and now we're trying it on people, and it's just a protein. I was reading it. It's like a spike, protein spike, it's a portion of the protein, where it is enough just so that your body recognizes, hey, that's COVID. Hey, I need to produce antibodies that specifically fight that. Like, yeah. Alright. So current events suck currently, and I don't get into current events as much as I am going to, because I like to have worldly current events along with local current events, and trying to get the news, trying to sit down with the news, trying to be someplace, like, because that will be the time that gets like, I gotta go pay, like, okay, oh, phone call, oh, distraction, oh, okay, I'm just gonna sit down to this 10-minute thing. An hour and a half later, I maybe get the gist of this 10-minute news. So some days I do get more news than others. I'll probably get more news. I'll probably involve myself more with the news later. I also have to make sure that that my household is taken care of before I do current events. Alright, so then we'll do current events. We'll do fill the content. We'll do coffee with Caren. Okay, so these will be wise one. Coffee with Caren, structure, videos. So right now, I don't have any structure, and I blab. I don't want to blab. I don't actually watch people that just sit there and blab for background noise. Those motivational videos, it's actually kind of annoying to listen to somebody blab. Like, my videos are annoying to me. Yay! Okay, so then talk about focal point, focus, focus. Since I want to focus and my life's a mess, and you're watching the journey of me going from being overwhelmed, having a whole lot of crap, not succeeding at things, to being successful at happiness and other things. We're going to keep in certain kind of goals, short goals. So focus goals. So we'll go and we'll reiterate the long-term goal and to see if that's still something that's a shot for. And then long-term goal, and we'll talk about current goal. I like to say current, probably because I want to eat some currants. Those raisins sound so tasty. Is currant a raisin? They're sold next to the raisins. What is a currant? And then we're talking about, yeah, that'll be another thing for tomorrow's. Is what in the world is a current? That's another thing is we'll go and we'll talk about, well, today's video somewhere. Brownies were delicious. In a way that I make brownies sound delicious. My mom took a brownie. I'm like, my mom ate a brownie. She ate a special brownie. Okay, here we go. Alright, so we're gonna, what is a current? Okay, so we'll make that focus goal. We'll also talk about random questions like what is a current, what is happiness, how is chocolate processed, random questions. These will be, like they have these structured increments in a lot of other shows, like morning shows. So this will be more structured and more enjoyable to listen to and to watch. Uh, stuff, more videos, talk about more videos that we want to do. More videos, or other videos that I want to make, more videos that I want to make. I am going to schedule in where to edit, when I'm going to edit. That's another note right now. I can't believe I lost this page again. Okay. Maybe I should thumb, because I'm going back to that. Okay, so it was more videos I want to make. I lost my train of thought. I had two things I wanted to write and I lost it. Okay. What do I find acceptable for a page marker? Okay. Alright. And then discuss the next video. Or tomorrow, next Coffee with Caren. Okay. Okay, so random question for from last video and for next video. Alright. I've been sitting funny. And now my butt's asleep. Okay, so end of the year. I want to look at end of the year stuff. Okay, so I want to make, there's some sort of end of the year. Oh, I want to organize this for the end of the year. I had a inspiration. I just made a page. There it is. Okay, end of the year video. Year video of organizing this. Organize this notebook. Notebook. And creating a bullet journal for next year. Journal. Alright. That'll be fun. Next year's bullet journal. We can work on that. Okay. So then, next copy. So we'll do that. That's what we'll do, is these will be the parts and the segments. We'll start with greetings. The things to expect in the videos that I'm doing, that, Coffee with Caren. These are the Coffee with Caren videos. Coffee with Caren videos. Alright, and those will be at 6 a.m. no matter what. It'll be like a job. Like I get paid. Because eventually, hopefully, we get monetized. To promote a lot of other things. Is that weather alert? Okay, we'll do a tarot reading, and we'll also talk about moon phases. That's something that interests me, so that if somebody's interested in something, we like hearing about the things that people are interested in. Moon phases interest me. Moon tarot reading and a moon. It'll be one card. Make it nice, short, sweet. Moon phase. The day tomorrow is a new moon? I think it's new moon. New moon. Okay, new moon phase. And then current event. And I'll figure out how much time with each of these. All right. And then we will talk about a focus goal. We'll talk about what our long-term goal is with the Wise One. This way we'll structure towards more professional Wise One, which is more enjoyable to watch. My venting will go on a whole nother channel for those people who just enjoy listening to people vent. Which sometimes I think my family just pushes me towards that so that they can just listen to me vent. I don't like listening to me vent. So it'll be one that I won't edit. It'll be a channel, that channel I won't edit. It'll be, it won't be the real me, it'll be the other part of me. I don't think people understand that yet. Okay, and then I'll talk about the long-term goal with Wise 182. Then I'll talk about that current goal that I'm working on. Because if you take long-term goals, then you break them up, so you have a dream, and then you break that up into a goal, and then you break those up into tasks, and you break those up into, so you have these small, today all I have to do is da-da-da-da, and that'll get me to this goal, that'll get me to this dream that we have. So I'll discuss those. And then because I have attention deficit disorder and I don't want to ignore that, we'll talk about random questions. Like I had a random question about chocolate before and how chocolate was made. I haven't answered that yet, but I have answered the whole what happiness means to me. I don't feel like I've gotten anybody's comments about happiness. So if you want to still iterate what happiness means to you, feel free to comment. Let's see. So, and then so like I'll talk about the last random question that I had and the last coffee with Caren, and then we'll go into the next like things that'll spring to mind, like, I wonder how that's done, or I wonder why that is. And then it's sort of like a homework question. And then we'll talk about that. That'll be a nice morning lab thing on your way to work. Yeah, okay. So those will be my fun things because I have attention deficit disorder and it makes me feel more intelligent, even if it's trivial. That's fun. Okay, and then we'll talk about more videos that I want to make. Oh, that's the thing that I wanted to. That's why I marked that. Okay, where'd it go? Bookmarks. Videos I want to make. Okay, so timeline. Alright, so then I want to schedule. I am going to schedule when I get off of here. Schedule editing for that cookie video that I made with my chocolate chip cookie video, so that I can post that, because that was supposed to be for Christmas, before Christmas, so you guys can make chocolate chip cookies with me. That, still do it. You're still going to want to make chocolate chip cookies several times a year, so having that video on the channel. Okay. And then we'll finish with the next, what we want on the next video. So we'll finish with Wednesday's video. Today's Taco Tuesday. Next is, a lot of people say hump day, but that's not how I want to think of Wednesday. What's the way that I want to think of Wednesday? Wednesday. 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 Tell the teacher at the time taught me how to spell Wednesday was Wednesday. W-E-D. Wednesday. N-E-S-D-A-Y. So I have to wonder the origins of the word. Okay, so Wednesday's video, we're going to talk about stone soup. Okay, so Wednesday's video, that is not, here's a nice sticky page. Bring up. Okay, so Wednesday's video. Okay, we will talk about stone soup. So, alright. We will do diaphragm exercises. Speaking from the diaphragm. Okay, it is time to wake up the kids. Speaking videos. Sleep. What's sleep? No, sleep. Tell Brooklyn. Who likes, that is monkey. Not monkey. That is, no! I'm gonna have to take it out of my video because it's probably copyrighted. I wasn't singing. I spoke it. I wanted to. I can't. Beastie Boys. Who likes Beastie Boys? It's not so much, like copyrighted as it is like, I want to see how many Beastie Boy fans I have and how many like that song where it's quoted, "No sleep till Brooklyn." There. Let's see. Wednesday. I will see if we can have a guest appearance. My aunt. We'll see if my aunt will. I will ask my aunt, and then tomorrow, if we have time, there may be a guest speaker. Okay. There may be a guest speaker. I'll ask my aunt if she wants to do it. La 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 la. We will talk. I'll talk more about the end of the year video. Year video of the video. End of the year. I can. Year video. All right. So the wonderful part about being psychic, that's probably just schizophrenia. You know, be realistic. So a lot of times I'll get a vision and I'll be in more than one time period at a time. Like I'll be in the past, or I'll be in a past life, or I'll be in somebody else's past. Just really just weird. Or I'll be in the future, like I expect lights to turn on automatically, or I expect, things to go and certain machines to work and certain electronics to go and be like this automatically. And just now I'm starting to see them come to a certain point in which, they have that ease of access, that ease of, um, point where a user uses user. Like, really? Somebody mentioned how the term or coined user, I think it was like that Doc Vader guy. Yeah, he was talking about that on one of his videos. I'm like, so only two type of companies refer to their clients as users. Like, great. I mean, drug companies and electronics. So a user interface. So a person interface with, interaction should be easy. So I'm sitting here trying to write the sentence, and it's like it's already written. And I'm like, no, that's not coming out right because the word year is not in that sentence. But I've already written it. The year video content. So I'm pretty sure that's just schizophrenia. But when it happens coincidentally more often than not, and there's some points of schizophrenia that it proves not to be, I mean, it's weird when you dream. A lot of times it's when I wake up and I'm in that midst of not awake and not asleep, that I get those, like, I've been dreaming of the future, or I've been dreaming of the past, and I've been dreaming of, the funniest dream, I think, not the funniest dream, but the funniest part about dreaming about Jesus Christ was, is the anticlimactic dream of him being on the cross and him being, there in the hill, and there not being a whole bunch of people there, and there not being the not English speaking is the most. You don't even think about it, but I mean, the fact that nobody spoke English in that dream, I didn't speak English in that dream. The whole, it's like that shouldn't be non-weird. And I'm like, and Mary being there, mother being there, but like, was his mother even still alive at the time? Like, how did that, like, that's just got to be a dream. I pass that off as a dream until I can get, historic accurate facts that would support that dream's an actual, like I was back in history, this thing. And you got to think that he's not the only Messiah that was like crucified and sacrificed towards, the greater conformity of humanity of, type of thing. The hope is that you don't have to escalate against people to help them see a way to bring about a way that will help humanity as a whole heal. Like, you crucifying people for their crimes is not healthy to society. That's, not a way that is helping the society. And that particular society is, wants to revolt against it, or wants to revolt against the inhumane ways of the way the church, or excuse me, temple was handling things, the way the trespasses, the aggressions, the way things were not going as they should be at that particular time. Hopefully, the things that are not healthy now for our society, hopefully we don't have to revolt about it. Hopefully we can find a way to peacefully bring about a more healthy way of life. That's the thing that we would dream for. I shouldn't have to, cause a revolution in order for people to accept gays. I mean, you should just accept you have to accept gays. That's tyranny. Um, there should be a way that gays are equal amongst all of humanity, and it's not them versus us. That would be a wonderful thing for me to, just eliminate the whole hierarchy of society, the whole way of things are. If I could eliminate the boundaries between them versus us, I mean, over and over, I try to figure out how to describe to my daughter. She goes, "Are they like us?" And I want to, how do I describe? No, they are not like us. They are us. They, in every way that is human, we are the same. But just like the fact that we are human, we have differences that should be celebrated. But it's not them versus us, or us, me versus you, or them versus, it's all of us. I mean, seriously, if I could even, integrate that into my life and be able to, prove that it works, that there is no them or us or they or, type of segregation. And you have to wonder, if you do it that way, what are the pros and cons of it? What helps, what hurts? Not with fear, though. You can't do that with fear. You have to do that with an open mind of understanding, with a striving to understand fully, concept, and to let go of the fear. To know that, yeah, that things could happen the way you don't want them to, but how horrible is it, when it's really a way that could be better or more efficient or just, but yeah. Inclusive. A way that could be more inclusive. The success of Americans when we were inclusive on things versus the House, what was it, Abraham Lincoln talking about a house divided fall? I mean, he's not the only one. There's got to be several points in history where they talked about division between, it's great to stand on opposing sides to be able to debate these, but to stand on opposing sides as in to fight and bring the other person or the other side down, so it's not going to stand. It's going to fall. So the positives and the falls to having opposing sides, and you have to have opposing opinions in order to grow, in order to survive, but you can't have divided opinions where you're against it just because that person's against it or that person's for it. That's unhealthy. That's gonna bring you down. And I have talked for 2 hours. That'll give me some view time. No. I'm doing it for the view. No, I'm doing it because I have attention deficit disorder, and hopefully I will make shorter videos, no longer than an hour. Coffee with Caren will be like the 6 o'clock hour, and that'll be nice. Hopefully I can bring that structure. I had some success. Yesterday's was kind of short, but I don't like where the crazy went. So I'll have my venting on a different channel for those who actually like listening to random venting. I don't like doing it, but apparently I have people that love me that like listening to me vent. I'm like, okay. Alright, so we'll get less personal and more professional. eventually. So yeah, the whole gain of this is to watch it be more successful, watch it bring it so that you can also learn things that your mom would teach you, especially if my kids ever decide to watch their channel, watch my channel. But yeah, so love you guys. You guys have a good one, and I will see you guys tomorrow at 6. I might take weekends off, but I mean every day at 6. How? I mean, like, you don't really want me on Saturday and Sunday, do you? I mean, unless you comment, yes, please, work weekends. I'm probably not going to have Saturdays or Sundays, or maybe occasionally, like a special coffee with Caren or something. Love you guys. Thank you for subscribing and liking and all the wonderful things that you guys are, and all the wonderful things that you guys do. Love you for what you are, who you are, and why you are. Yeah. You guys have a wonderful day, wonderful time, a wonderful, yeah. And